This time on Rock Up Racing, the team face another challenge as they work to get Coastal Motorsport fully operational. The focus? The tricky task of removing their two-post lift from the old workshop and reinstalling it in their new home. With the two units practically next door, you might think it's a straightforward job. But with the lift weighing close to a ton, it's anything but simple. Welcome to Rock Up Racing.
I thought you guys would appreciate the satisfaction of taking up this masking tape. That is very, very satisfying. I'm not going to bang on about the floor and the paint too much, but we started painting the walkway. We've obviously kept this bit clear so we can get to the kettle. It's very important. This bit's last when we leave. But I've done the walkway. It's got to have a second coat tomorrow. I can't wait to peel this bit of tape off so you get the nice clean edge. So that's the path done. Looks absolutely stunning. Like just painting the walls, painting the floor, painting this, it's just made the entire space look completely different. Absolutely awesome. So we thought this would be the easiest way to move the lifts over to the new place. Got a full van.
The ramp the team are installing is the backbone of their daily operations, used for customer cars coming in for routine servicing and repairs. Precision is key here. Getting the columns positioned perfectly is essential, as nothing else can be assembled until this crucial step is spot on.
Right. Paul, do you want to hold the post?
This can't go,
This isn't
this can't go wrong.
Right, Tom,
Right,
what will help you is if you slot...
Have you got that?
No.
You haven't? At least you're honest.
Right. Keep coming.
Keep coming. Right, okay. What's going to happen now?
I've got to try and get this. You got it?
Yeah. No. I don't know.
Tom, stop fucking about.
Sorry.
Where's the hole?
Sorry, is it?
Is it there?
It needs to be straighter.
We're just installing this, aren't we, Tom? We're 20 foot up in the air.
Is that how high we are?
It's probably... No, it's probably...
We're probably the highest people in North Walsham.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of people we know who are probably higher than us.
Okay, so that's all the cables run back inside the columns over the top. So this is a ramp that's got no threshold, so you can get sort of lower cars and everything on it. But Paul's just torqued down all the bolts. The floor's ruined already. It's okay. We've got the Karcher S4, so we'll be fine. But making good progress. So we're putting the hydraulic motor on, connect up all the hydraulic hoses, and then we're going to get a qualified electrician to come and wire it in, aren't we, Tom?
Morning, I'm a quality.
Here we are, we're still building the ultimate garage, workshop, whatever you want to call it. We've got 2 cars there. We've got a ramp here. So we've made huge progress. There's still lots of bits sort of laying about from the other units that we've moved. We've moved bits from the other units. But it is starting to resemble a proper workshop. So here we've got the Camaro, which we're building for June. Still, obviously, a lot of work to do. That's something else. So this is going to be Paul's area. So got him a new welder. Let's go have a look at this welder. I know nothing about welders, so but it's a blue one. It's 3-phase, I know that. It's from Artec and has a lovely stand. I'm sure Paul can tell us a little bit more about this. I'm going to cut him in right now.
New welder.
Educate me, Paul.
Okay, it's pretty.
It is, it's blue.
Look at me lights.
It's on brand. What do the numbers mean?
That's your wire feed,
Right.
speed, and that's your amps.
Okay.
Okay, 3-phase as well. Lovely. It means I can do RSJ work if we get even bigger. We need to extend the big workshop.
Can we just put some more RSJs that way then?
We can put anything in here now. We've got all the gear. No idea.
So what metals can you weld with this? Is it only certain
no, I can weld anything. Well, weld anything really. MIG. I can put aluminium wire in there. I can put stainless wire in there, but then I've got to change the gas.
So it goes in there.
Yeah. So it goes in there.
There. Ooh. And that's the wire.
Yeah.
I see. So what wire is this?
0.8 mild steel.
Okay. And that just pops out the end there.
That's it.
Amazing. Thanks, Paul. So yeah, lovely blue welder. So this is going to be Paul's area. So the plan is to get some like tube benders and stuff, a tube bender, folder. So like one that can fold sheet metal, but whether we're going to get that straight away, I don't really know. But we're going to get a tube bender. Paul will be able to make the headers on the blue car, which blew a massive hole in the exhaust at the end of last season. This is a huge area where Paul and Tom are out at the moment. They're just going to go get 2 cars from one of our other old units. So they're just going to go here temporarily just to store. Here, in this space here, as you can see, there's 2 marks on the floor. One there and one there. There's going to be another ramp go here, which will be sort of like the race car ramp. Maybe a car that's going to be a bit longer term, but also it'll be good for storage because obviously you can put a car up in the air and store one underneath it, as long as it's not leaking oil. We're not going to have any leaky cars in here because we've got a nice floor. The other thing that we've done is we've ordered from a company called Duramat. We've ordered some PVC rubber, I don't know what it is, rubber PVC floor tiles. Interlocking floor tiles, so the floor doesn't get ruined like underneath, like in the middle of the ramp, because we realised that Coastal Motorsport in our old unit, where the wheels go like all the time, it sort of wears into the floor. So if we can just sort of make it look a bit tidier, that will make it look smart. And we've done the same here, over here. We've ordered them for there as well, so we'll see what they look like when they turn up. The other thing that we've done, it's taken out the counter. Obviously, we've not really sort of finished off in here yet, but the counter's gone, so we've got shed loads of room in here to make like a nice reception. It'd be really nice to get a racing sim in here at some point, but yeah, loads of space here. So Tom's gonna cut this end off here, so we panel that back in, and Tom can use this area to do the invoices. So there's huge potential just in this little room, really. Be a nice area for the customers. We're thinking about hosting some car meets in the summer, so obviously this will be a nice little room. If we go upstairs to the mezzanine, there's still so much stuff. It's unbelievable how much stuff. And this, it looks like rubbish, doesn't it? It really does look like rubbish. But it's actually not. There's so much composite stuff here to make all of the molds, make the carbon fibre. We've got shed loads of body panels, Camaro body panels, timber to make the oven. So that's going to be in the video soon. I don't know if we'll get, today is Wednesday, so you're watching this on Friday night or maybe Saturday morning, who knows? But whether we'll get the time to start the oven this week, I'm not sure. But we've got so many body panels. Over there are all the Porsche molds that we picked up the other day. Inside these cardboard boxes are more thinner molds. So there's just so much stuff that we've got to sort out up here. I think we can get some deep shelving. So you can sort of shelve off this area. Like all the molds can go on the shelves then, we'll stack the lot maybe. So the oven's gonna go here. And then we're gonna build tables over there for the carbon fibre and stuff like that. But yeah, you can see vast amount of space, and so much space we're not even using yet. But once we get a couple of cars just stored in the middle there, it'll eat the room up a little bit. So
The oven the team are talking about is designed for curing carbon fiber components. The elevated temperatures speed up the curing process, resulting in higher quality parts that are not only stronger, but also more durable.
So how big is this oven going to be?
8 foot wide and 4 foot deep and 8 foot high. So these are all 8x4 sheets of OSB.
Right. And as you can see, those little recesses inside there, that's where we're going to put, so inside there, that's where we're going to put the insulation. That's going to be quite thick, isn't it? That's going to be...
I think we get 100mm on the sides.
Yeah.
And I don't know about maybe 50mm on the bottom and the top, which is probably not the best. But
We have to ply the floor as well, aren't we?
Another week down, and the team are one step closer to unlocking the full potential of their new space. The materials for the carbon fiber mezzanine floor are on order, and the reception furniture is on its way. Most importantly, the ramps are now installed, meaning Tom and Paul can finally start working in the new workshop. All eyes are on next week, with high hopes for the first carbon fiber part to be produced in the brand new home of Coastal Motorsport.